All right, assignment time. So you're going to do 20 questions, and just for the fun of it, I'm going to answer the same 20 questions. Well, all but one of them, but you'll understand why later. Anyway, like my beard, it's beautiful. I'm growing it all summer. I'm very proud of it. I'm going to cut it off soon. Okay, so first question, of course, what's your favorite subject in school? My favorite subject in school, I always like to say, was lunch. I just really liked eating lunch, especially as a kid. Um, Second favorite would probably like be math or computers, but I really liked my history class too. Mr. Alleman back in East Carbon was just, it was fantastic. Yeah. What's your favorite food? I just like food. I'm not really that picky. I do prefer like complex carbohydrates though, so like bread, pasta, yum. Yeah. Favorite number is 3,435. It's a Munchausen number. It's really great. Ask me for more details. I'm excited to find out what your favorite numbers though are. My favorite color is clear, and it's a good color. I like it. Uh, who is your favorite band? What's your favorite song? Type of music? Okay, so growing up, my favorite like artist was probably Weird Al Yankovic, but right now, like my favorite like I don't know if I have a favorite song. I like the Trucker's Hitch by Elvis with a Y. My type of music though is just like weird, sort of like strange music that nobody else listens to. I like to be different. What book am I currently reading? It's called Falling Upward, and it's about hot air balloons. What's my favorite book? Definitely Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. They're both fantastic, but I've really enjoyed a couple of other like the Bobaverse series was just it was fantastic. So yeah, what am I watching? I watch a lot of Winter Garden on YouTube. My wife and I are currently watching a TV show called Warehouse 13. Um, and then we also watch a lot of like farming YouTube channels because they're just fun. Not a lot of drama when you're just watching chickens, you know. What do I want to do as a job when I grow up? Well, actually, I've had a couple of different jobs now as a grown up. My first like job I filled out like paperwork for and like paid taxes with was as a teenager I worked as a Boy Scout camp counselor at summer camp, and then I worked at the College of Eastern Utah in their financial aid department, and then I worked as a janitor up in Salt Lake, and then I also worked in Salt Lake as a tech support person for Spillman Technologies and for the University of Utah. And then I worked with the Boy Scouts as a district executive in North Dakota and in Wisconsin. And I am currently working as a teacher here at Pinnacle. And I guess after I'm done with this, I don't know. Maybe I'll be a space welder and like working like at Mars and stuff. If I could get a job that would take me to Mars, like I would do that. But I think I'll be teaching for a while. So anyway, um, then where would you like to go? I would like to go to a lot of places. My wife and I have talked about going to where's it all? So it's Iceland. Yeah, we like the idea of going to Iceland. I also like the idea of going to visit Japan. Could be a lot of fun. Can I solve a Rubik's Cube? Yes, I can. I taught myself to solve a Rubik's Cube over last Christmas break, so 2020, Christmas of 2020. I decided that enough people just assumed that I could solve a Rubik's Cube, and I got constantly embarrassed by not being able to solve a Rubik's Cube, so I just taught myself to solve a Rubik's Cube. You can solve a Rubik's Cube too. It's not hard. I can give you the instructions, and you can practice with my cube. It'll be great. What game should I play so that I can better understand you and your classmates? Well, you're going to have to tell me what game you want to play. But I have been really enjoying Rocket League. I'm the esports coach, and I've been playing a lot of Fortnite as well over the summer. But mostly, I play Mario and Zelda games and StarCraft. Yeah. If you could ask a question to a famous person, who and what would you ask? You know, I've actually asked some questions to famous people before. They're just like famous people in the sense that they're famous now, not like famous 50 years ago. That's different. But like I've reached out to like huge Instagram accounts and YouTubers and asked seemingly like random questions like how did you learn how to do this, or you know, what advice do you have for middle schoolers? And they've been really polite. Um, Last year I reached out to an app maker. He made a Morse code app that I was practicing my Morse code with, and I just really liked it. And so I reached out to him and said, dude, it was amazing, and asked a whole bunch of questions, and he answered all of them. So yeah, just because you're famous doesn't mean you're not accessible. What advice would you give to other students taking my class? Yeah, you know what? I'm not a student in the class, but here is some advice. Like, try, number one, and then 2, ask questions, and then number 3, like, fail. Just like, don't be afraid to fail, like to try something and it not work. Like, that's fine. But while you're trying it and while it's not working, like, pause for a second, ask yourself some questions, right? What did you do? What did you try? What did you expect? What didn't work? And then, like, phrase that, like scrunch it all up into a paragraph or a short video, and like, ask me the questions. Literally my job to help you learn, right? Like, yeah, make me earn my paycheck. Ask me questions. Okay, so there's a picture of a bomb. Actually, this is the picture of the bomb. I'll make it a little bit bigger here. There are some wires on there. What wire should I cut to survive? All right, can you tell me that? There's some instructions attached to this assignment as a PDF. So go read the PDF, tell me which wire to cut. Thank you. And, what would you do if you could not fail? Like, if I knew that I were going to succeed, if you knew that you were going to go succeed, what would you do? I would, honestly, like, I would run more. I enjoy running, but, and it's not like it's a competitive thing. I just would run more. I'd run a marathon. I'd run like an ultra marathon. If I knew that I couldn't fail, I'd take like a summer vacation and just run from like New York to LA. That would be a lot of fun. Like, a little bit Forrest Gumpy, but totally lots of fun. Should education and knowledge be free? I think so, to a certain degree. I don't think that there's any education or knowledge that should be like behind a paywall. Paywalls suck, right? Just because, like, I grew up with a budget of $0, and like, if things were behind a paywall, I just didn't go. So in that regard, yeah. But also, I think that there's some education and there's some knowledge that requires not necessarily a monetary expense, but like some like previous understanding. Like it doesn't help to know what recursion is if you don't know how to, program a for loop. Yeah, what am I most excited to learn or make in this class? I gotta tell you, this video is for a lot of classes, but I'm excited about making some robots in my robot class. I'm excited about my new Glowforge laser cutter. Your new Glowforge laser cutter, like, put that thing to use. I'm excited about just making things and helping you guys make things as well. Yeah, and as for what I'm excited to learn, probably your names. Okay, every time I give you guys a test, okay, you just test me, ask me what your name is, and hopefully we'll both pass. Is cereal a soup? I think that it is. I think it's a cold soup, but I think it meets the like technical definition of soup. So that's just me. What do you think? I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Tell me how I'm right. Anyway, that last question on the list, it says ask me a question. This is where you ask me a question. So there's no like answer here. It's like the Jeopardy style. And then I'll be able to take all of those questions and make another video, or maybe just answer them in class or something. Because we get to be in class this year and I'm super excited about it. Okay, cool. So that's everything. Don't overthink this. Hit that submit button.